Alright everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update or recap of last night. Last time we went to Cedar Speedway for trunk or treat for the kids. We saw up to about, I think it was like 90 kids. We had 90 bags and we went through all of them. So it's good to see it. Good to see that like Cedar Speedway put that on, and we're thankful for it. So once we got back from that, we went to this to the pits. Amber drew us a 95 out of 100. That put us in heat 2 of 3. We started dead last, drove up to 4th, I think, and then fell back to 5th. There was a yellow. Restarted 4th, was up to 3rd, and then I just drove like an idiot. And when you drive like an idiot against really good guys, you're going to, you're not going to finish very well. And I was lucky enough to get 4th. Probably should have got 5th. In the feature, I started 11th. This is what the lineup looked like. There wasn't a whole lot of passing. I do feel like we had a really pretty good car. It's just we were definitely geared wrong for what the track was. If I had short runs, like it's been like all year, then we would have been fine. But we ran, I think, 1 or 2 laps, and then we had a yellow. And then we ran another 1 or 2 laps, then we had a yellow. And then we went literally from that yellow all the way to the checkered. So I think it was like 12 laps, and every lap the car got worse and worse. As momentum picked up, we had the wrong gear in the car to keep that momentum up. So lesson learned. We tried something with gearing this week just to see if we could find an edge and find something out for the punky. And I do think, like in the heat race, it would be good to have that gear because it's only 7 or 8 laps of a heat race, and most of the time it's on the bottom of the track, not on the top, where the feature was you could go on the bottom, you could run the middle, and you could run the top, but I couldn't be on the bottom because everyone was on the bottom. I wasn't going to go anywhere. Alright everyone, we are here at Cedar Speedway. There's a lot of things to talk about, probably a short amount of time. But first things first, drew 59 out of 100, so that's about mid-pack. It is absolutely hotter than hell here. Just when we thought we might be out of points here, it doesn't look like we might be out of points. The top 3 guys that are in points here have not showed up, so sorry about that. They're watering the track, and I want you guys to be able to hear me, so that's what they're doing. So the top 3 guys that are up here in points at Cedar Lake did not show up. We kind of got info last night that a couple of them weren't going to show up, but that changes a lot of things. So it sounds simple, but if we just win tonight, we can put ourselves in a pretty good spot for Championship Saturday, which is next Saturday. So I gotta have a full night, compete hard, and hopefully get it done. That's what it's looking like right now. It's about 15 minutes until hot laps.
Okay, well, we didn't realize that we were up first in the running order tonight for the heats. Initially, they had announced Wings first, then Midwest Mods. We knew we were up first for the features, and we couldn't figure out why. Well, we're sitting here waiting to get going, thinking we're waiting for the 3 heats of Wings to get lined up, and then they called for us. So yeah, kind of a little bit of a bad scramble because of course we are in heat number 1. Cody is starting 5th, so 3rd row inside right there. There'll be 37. There's not a lot of our normal cars are not here. A lot of the very competitive cars that we race against every week are not here. Top 3 in points are not here. However, Deer Creek Speedway is not running with Soda B mods tonight. So there are a lot of them here. If there weren't, then we would have quite a small field. I think about half of the ones in Cody's heat race even are from Deer Creek. So cleaning all the mud off of it. Oh man. You guys saw last night how spick and span shiny pledge down this thing was. Now it's like a mud hole. Looks like we visited a mud hole. So Cody's down there checking bolts and stuff. He did find some loose stuff. So, you know, anytime that it's rough like this, you really need to check things over to make sure nothing loosened up. Obviously, we're waiting to make any decisions as far as setup because it is going to depend on where he starts and also what happens with the track, kind of what the track does here. So it's just under there making sure stuff's clean. All right, so here is the lineup. He is going to start 6th, third row outside for the feature. We're just going to come talk to him real quick, see what he thinks about the racetrack. What'd you think about the racetrack, the heat?
It was horse crap.
No, let's
be honest. That's what it was. It was really wet. Couldn't do anything. Felt like you were in a wreck the entire time. That's what I felt like. Just being honest with you.
Even you look hot, skinny guy. Oh, even you're sweating.
Yeah, I was working hard in there. I redrew 6 out of 12, which that's fine by me. That's like the perfect starting spot. You need to have a good night tonight and put a full night together and see what happens. Because like I talked about earlier, the top 3 guys in points are not here, and anything I can do to make up in points, we might be running here next Saturday if we have a shot at winning the title. I've never won one before. Stefan was here telling us stuff earlier that Brandon Jensen, last time he won a track championship was 2004, and he's already won one here. So I should say, last time he won one here was 2004. So who knows? You never know what might happen. You know, you got a good starting spot. Again, it comes all down to making all the laps count, making sure everything is, you know, one piece, and you make the right changes. And we'll just have to see what happens. And hopefully, we're staying here with a check and victory lane.
all right.
Borgeson's beat ball joint's been on there.
Brand new ball joint. All I did was hit the gas really hard over here like I'm gonna race it, and when it came down, it snapped. I knew right away something broke. I mean, I could see my tire. Well, everyone, 4 hours later, she's finally clean. So, like I said, it took us about 3 to 4 hours to clean everything up here. There's literally mud everywhere. This red clay sticks to everything. All right, so that wraps up this weekend. Obviously, on Friday we went to the Red Cedar Speedway for their trunk and treat last regular season. I started 11th in the feature.
Yep.
I think we were up to 10th at one point, back to 13th at one point. Just made some changes to the car, tried some stuff that we didn't really know about. But if you don't try, sometimes you never know, and we just went the wrong way. So I felt like the car was good. We just had no speed. We had the wrong gear in is what happened, and lesson learned. We just won't do that again. So that brought us to Cedar Lake. We were feeling pretty confident going to Cedar Lake. It was really hot. Track was on the wet side. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep moisture in the track, but it was really slimy and slippery, and we ended up being the first heat out. We ended up drawing 59, so thankfully I drew 59. That put us starting 5th. The car that was starting 3rd didn't start the race, so they crisscrossed everyone. I ended up starting 4th. I went 4th to 2nd in the heat race. Came across the scale, drew 6th. Watched the track all night long. It didn't really widen out. It's starting to get dry in certain spots, but then they put more water on it when we were in staging. And went out there, and I thought, well, this is not going to be any good. But we didn't even make it to the start of the race. I'm a big believer in, making sure that you have everything right before you go green. Make sure your steering wheel isn't going to come off, so I always yank on that. I always try to warm my tires up, get heat in the tires, make sure my brakes are set for, I wouldn't say set perfectly, but in the right ballpark. And upon doing all those things, I was giving it gas, and when I picked up the gas and dropped the car back down in 1 and 2, it snapped the lower, I'll show you. This is what it should look like in the race car. Spindle sits on here. It snapped it off, clean off. I shouldn't say clean off. It looks like it's been cracked for a while, but for you guys that don't know, this ball joint's only been in the car for 2 races. So, and I really don't know what I could have hit. I honestly have no idea. So that's what happened. Part failure. Whether it's my fault, probably my fault, who knows. That's what happened. But that's why I always say races are won in the shop, and they truly are. Because if you're not checking your stuff like this happens. So we're gonna go through the car pretty good this week. As you guys can tell, I've already pulled all our other spare parts or our new parts out, and we're gonna go through the front end and the rear end of this thing, especially with invitationals coming up, making sure that we don't have part failures, and we can put ourselves in a good position for that stuff not to happen. So that's what this week's all about, and I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I have to say a special shout out to everybody that tunes into our videos, subscribes, shares them with your friends and family. Again, we couldn't do that without you guys. Thanks to all my sponsors, my mom and dad, Amber, Abby, Mike and Taylor, everyone that has a part in this, Marcus, Izzy, Brittany, there's a lot of people that, and I might be forgetting someone. If I forgot you, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people that it takes to do this each and every week, and I couldn't do it without them. So special thanks to Willow River Saloon, Casey Farms, Risky Threads, Freedom Race Lifts, OSI Physical Therapy, M&B Services, Fast Factory, SSR Race Cars, Gorsuch Performance Solution, Sabre Plumbing and Heating, Dirt Race Central, Concrete Concepts in Richmond, Jakey Signs, 828 Media. I think that's about it. I'm pretty sure that's it. MJB, I keep forgetting him. He does a great job of plowing, so if you need anyone to plow their house or business or whatever, give MJB Services a call. Seriously, couldn't do it without each and every one of you guys, and we're always looking to grow that. So if you're looking to do some marketing stuff with us in 2024 or even for the rest of the year, let us know. We're going to put a new body on it either this week or next week. So get in contact with us, either reach out to us via Facebook or send us a message. So yeah, that's all I got for this week. As always, be sure to like this video, share with your friends and family, comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, take care and have a blessed night.
Counting down the hours like corners in the road. No more stress to hold on to. Time to let it go. It's time to let it go. When the sun